welcome to Shanghai. I'm Wang Ying.
Hello, I'm He Jian. Museums across China are experiencing a surge in demand, with tickets for some popular exhibitions selling out days in advance. During the past Spring Festival holiday, museum visits nationwide reached a new high of approximately 72.6 million. Here's Tang Xiaofan with more on what some of Shanghai's popular museums have to offer.
Traveling to a city and exploring its museums has become popular for many people in China. Who am I to buck a trend? So I have decided to explore some of Shanghai's 165 registered museums. Despite being a weekday morning, Shanghai History Museum bustled with visitors eager to explore its relics. Its permanent exhibition showcases more than 1,000 artifacts, presenting the history of Shanghai over the past 6,000 years.
我是来上海旅游，然后因为我是比较喜欢看这种历史的展，因为我觉得这是最快了解一个城市的一个方法。
我今天是第一个进馆的，9点钟进馆的，出土文物跟文场都很丰富，涵盖了方方面面，相当不错，相当不错，感受很深。
Museums across the country are using innovative methods, from immersive role-playing games to digital reconstructions to bring people back in time. Here, history is not just a page in a textbook, but a multi-sensory experience. With the help of VR and AR devices, the museum's cultural relics are presented in a way designed to attract more young people. Of course, the permanent exhibition remains a big draw, but special exhibitions like the one dedicated to jewelry take place regularly to cater to the interests of different age groups.
2024年的话，我们全年的观众呢是达到了170多万，同期跟前年相比的话，会增加了35%。我是觉得，就是这流量的增加呢，其实是一个双向奔赴。一方面从博物馆的角度来说，我们会策一些受欢迎的展览。 但另外一方面呢，我们觉得我们一定要肯定，我们是受到了很多的观众对博物馆越来越热爱，对优秀传统文化的一种需求。
During the Spring Festival holiday, museum visits nationwide reached a new high. From the 1st to the 7th day of Chinese New Year, museums across China received over 72 million visitors. The average daily number of visits increased nearly 13% compared to the previous year. Tickets to many venues are selling out days in advance, and even over a week in the case of top attractions like Shanghai Museum. The museum recorded over 200,000 visits during the Spring Festival holiday, up 50% year-on-year. The highest number of daily visits reached nearly 40,000. One of the hottest exhibitions has been for the ancient Egyptian artifacts. The number of tickets sold for the exhibition has exceeded 1.5 million since it opened on July 18th last year. While large museums offer a bit of everything from art to history, smaller and specialized museums like those dedicated to glass, automobiles, or even chocolate focus on one theme. More people are exploring these hidden gems, turning one's niche spots into popular destinations. The Liuli China Museum is the first of its kind in China and Asia to showcase glass art. It boasts a collection of over 260 Liuli artifacts, some of which trace back to the Warring States period, showcasing the historical significance and evolution of glass art in China. The contemporary collection features works from both international and local artists.
因为我本人对琉璃制品的话也是比较感兴趣，然后在生活当中的话也有接触过琉璃的制品，这里边的话有很多更多值得深入去学习的地方，所以今天也是特地来到这个博物馆来进行参观。
近2年，尤其是大家对于艺术的这个热情逐渐的高涨，基本上每个周末都会有很多的学生，包括家长，甚至有很多艺术系的这样的一些爱好人士来我们这边参观。 就目前来说，年轻人逐渐的在走进博物馆，尤其是我们现在的这个展出，琉璃的艺术其实是对于传统文化是一个很好的一个传达。
For car lovers, Shanghai Auto Museum is a must-see venue. As the first specialist museum of its kind in China, the museum houses a collection of over 100 classic automobiles. representing nearly 50 brands from China and abroad, spanning a century of automobile history and development.
It's very interesting. I've never seen so many different early making car manufacturers such as Ford, Chrysler, Mercedes. So I'm enjoying being here.
汽车博物馆我们以前来过，我自己以前来过，我觉得还不错。主要是带小朋友过来，开开眼界，就是让他就是了解不同的知识。
我们的课程主要是在26到40岁左右的中青年，其中60%到70%是以亲子家庭为出行单位的。我们博物馆呢，其实每年都会举办1场以上的临展。我们和德国的音乐家一起做过1场音乐展，以及和中国的一些青年艺术家做了1场装置展。每年呢，我们在F1展期间，配合上海汽车文化节，我们也会有各式各样丰富的活动输出。
China has experienced a steady rise in museum visits in recent years. Over 1.4 billion visits, roughly equal to the nation's population, were made to museums across the country last year, setting a new record. By the end of August 2024, the country had 6,833 registered museums covering history, art, science, archaeology, and more.
For decades, Chen Yifei's paintings have mesmerized audiences worldwide with their cinematic realism and poetic nostalgia. Now, a retrospective exhibition at the Museum of Art Pudong will bring his masterpieces back into the spotlight. Before the exhibition officially opens, Zhang Hong got a sneak peek at 4 of his stunning oil paintings, each offering a glimpse into the artistic vision of one of China's most celebrated painters.
Four oil paintings were unveiled as a sneak peek of the upcoming Chen Yifei retrospective at the Museum of Art Pudong. Among them, the most personal piece, My Neighbor, had been kept in London by a private collector. This painting depicts a corner of Chen's ancestral home, evoking his deep nostalgia for his roots.
我们都是宁波老乡，他的爸爸妈妈都是40年代从宁波来到上海。他的爸爸妈妈过了以后，一飞先生每年都会请我的爸爸妈妈和他们一起吃饭，因为我母亲、父亲都讲宁波话嘛，听到乡音，大家那么熟悉，所以宁波的小时候的故事在他看来就活起来了。其实还是回到这幅画的主题，他通过这种形式怀念自己的爸爸妈妈。不管走到哪里，一飞先生是非常重乡土气息、乡音、乡弦。
As a successor and pioneer of Haipai culture, Chen Yifei spent several pivotal periods of his career in Shanghai. His painting Lady with Birdcage appeared in the hit TV series Blossoms Shanghai, instantly transporting viewers to the neon-lit nostalgia of the 20th century. Merging realism with photographic elements, the piece captures a hazy, dreamlike beauty reminiscent of vintage film.
作为一个英年早逝的艺术家，其实我觉得陈逸飞先生的去世始终是上海人民心中的一个痛。那么今天过了20年，大家还是一直都在怀念他，所以浦东美术馆能够有这样的一个机会，让大家重新的再来回顾他的艺术成就，然后把他的作品呈现给观众，让更多的人来了解那个时代，了解陈逸飞先生，了解我们上海的文化事业，我们觉得相当的有意义。
The exhibition will open on April 26th, bringing Chen Yifei's masterpieces back to the city that shaped his vision. Stay tuned.
Moving on to Shanghai A to Z section. Today we focus on vaccines. If you plan to reside in China for more than 6 months with children under 6 years of age, they need to be vaccinated just the same as Chinese kids. You need to bring your child's vaccination records from your home country, their vaccination booklet, and their passport to a hospital or clinic for registration. This documentation is important, especially for enrolling your children in kindergartens and schools in Shanghai. Vaccination plans can vary significantly from country to country. Expat kids intending to stay in China for an extended period should receive the mandatory BCG vaccine. If your child has not yet received one, it's crucial to visit one of the city's designated vaccination sites. Shanghai has many vaccination clinics, including neighborhood health centers and district and city level hospitals, as well as some international clinics and hospitals. In addition, children's vaccinations are divided into two categories: mandatory and optional. Mandatory vaccinations necessary for school and kindergarten enrollment are provided free of charge, while the optional vaccines come at a fee. For those opting for care in international hospitals or the VIP sections of public hospitals, remember these clinics often have extra fees. And now it's time for the Shanghai Q&A, where we search our socials and answer some of your questions. Today's question is from Emma in Germany. I'm planning to travel to Shanghai, and I was wondering if it is permissible to bring homemade sausages from abroad. Hi, Emma. Bringing homemade sausages into Shanghai could be challenging due to stricter regulations on food imports. China has stringent rules in place to prevent the introduction of diseases and pests. Fresh fruit, vegetables, flowers, seeds, and plant materials are all on the banned list. If you've got a question for us, you can find us on all the socials.
We'd love to hear from you. You can find all our content online as well, and join us here on Dragon TV Monday to Friday.
Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.